What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here. We are back in the world beyond reality. Actually, this is, I guess, our first time. For those of you guys who watched the stream, you know we've been here for a little bit. But for those of you guys who haven't watched the stream, this is kind of a new thing for you. So today, we are going to be getting started with it. 1, 2, 3. We're going to cover some of the stuff you need to know about Gregtech, because Gregtech's kind of nasty. And then we'll kind of open into, hopefully, start progressing towards the Bronze Age. So with this change, for those of you guys who don't know, Beyond Reality is a mod pack that you can find on the AT launcher. I've already got a video up, first video in the series, shows you how to get on here, what the requirements are to get on the YouTube server, etc., etc. We do have quite a few people playing with us. I think we got even, 5 or 6 people on right now. I think Poe is going to be doing a series here, and I'm not sure who else, but it's going to be interesting. And one of the good and, I guess, bad things about... okay, now that is interesting, yeah. I did not expect that. Because I did that in my single-player series, and it worked. Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that. We will get there in a second. Anyways, it completely changes the way the game works. As you guys can see, a lot of these recipes simply do not work. So like for us to get a bucket, we're going to have to hammer it out. So we're going to have to use the Railcraft plates. Now there's a bunch of different ways we can do this. We are going to go with the Railcraft plate method because that's the only one that doesn't require a machine. So what we need is we need a hammer and we need some ingots. So we can easily do this. There's a variety of materials. You can see there's 52 different types of hammers you can make. There's a ton of different ways you can go about doing this. I think we actually have some emeralds over here. Not emeralds. Yeah, we have some sapphires and we have some rubies. We're going to use the rubies, I think. And I think this will work. We need some sticks. I think I got the sticks down here. Are they down here? There we go. Also, Icy and Cyrus will be playing with me. For those of you guys who haven't seen the setup that we did over, ignore this. This is Icy's playing around. That's our 3D dimensional holographic map of the area. You can see Cyrus just set up a few farms. Cyrus built our building right here. And where we've gotten all of our materials from, we actually have a little farm down over, or not a little farm, a little mining post down here. You can see we've got a ravine here, and this goes all the way down. Sadly, these stairs were made by Icy Caress, so I can't really say whether or not they're reliable. They may or may not work. However, the stairs inside here, I made this wood right here is dark oak wood. Dark oak wood cannot actually be made into stairs for some reason. So I went ahead and made carpenter's blocks and then threw those up there. So anyways, we're going to try and make a ruby hammer here real quick, if it'll let us. I don't know if it will. I assume it will. Perfect. So we're going to put that here. And then for this, as you can see, we're going to be making a lot of these. So we just made 5, okay? 5 that knocked our durability down just a bit. We're going to put that down here. And now we can make our bucket, I think. Well, I thought we could. Do I have to put this in the center? Yes, I do. So there we go. Now we've got our bucket. Now, just because we have our bucket doesn't mean we have our cauldron. So we need to make the cauldron now. Now, a few of you guys may be like, well, dude, why the hell are you making a cauldron? There's no Thaumcraft. You know, well, actually, I think there is Thaumcraft, but we're not working on it right now. The reason is because we have a lot of these impure dusts. So we'll get to that here in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. And we're going to put, whoops, wrong setup. We're going to put that in here. And then we're going to go outside and get some water real quick while we're waiting on that to process. So anyways, as I was saying, Gregtech pretty much changes like all of the recipes that you're used to. And some of them are really evil. Some of them are just minorly annoying. It's definitely a change of pace. So it's going to be interesting to see. I've got a lot of people who think I won't be able to hack this. I've got a few people who I think Poe was actually taking a pool to see how many episodes it was going to be before I quit. So we're actually going to get to the freaking moon and beyond. So I will land on Mars before we quit this series, as long as the world doesn't explode. And I don't think we're going to have any problems with the exploding world. All right, perfect. So we can have an infinite water supply. Wasn't sure if Gregtech was going to mess with those two. You never know with our buddy Greg. You never know. He's He's kind of a dick like that. Greg actually makes Lem seem like a nice guy, which is kind of scary. I know some of you are like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know if I'd go that far. No, it's true. It's true. All right. So we need, let's see, we need 6, 7. So we're going to need 7 plates to make our cauldron. So that's 5, that's 6, and we need 1 more, and that'll give us 7. And then I'm going to yank these out. So we'll give it just 1 more second. Boom. All right, pull those out, pull that out. And here we go. Put that back up there. There we go. I think we have to put it like that, or maybe it's down below. I'm not sure which. Yeah, it's down below. There we go. And now we have our cauldron. Okay, so now that we have our cauldron, we're able to actually purify the different materials. Now, actually, I think we'll just leave it right here. That's fine. We'll just put it right there. So one of the things about Gregtech is you're going to notice that there's just a ridiculous amount of different materials that have been added to the game. Materials that you don't normally see. And some of them you'll recognize, some of them you'll be like, oh, what is that? Well, all these different materials, they're used in different recipes. For us, we're going to mainly care about the iron. We don't really care about nickel. We are going to care about copper. We aren't going to care about zinc at the moment, or silver. We are going to care about tin. Gold we can leave for a little bit. I think the rest of it we'll probably just ignore for the moment. Coal dust can also be used as a fuel, which is kind of nice. All right, so we take these over here, and we got our little cauldron that we filled up, and we throw this in, and you can see it takes some of the water, spits it back out, and now we've got pure copper dust, or purer copper dust, I guess I should say. I'm not sure if it's 100% pure. I don't have a metallurgy degree or any kind of tools like that, so I can't actually do the processes that would tell us that. But this is how you purify these. The chances of you getting the impure ore, I'm not sure what the actual... Okay, we're going to try this. I'm not sure what the actual chances are. I do know that it is fairly common. And at least early on, it's kind of annoying because you're like, God dang it, I need that. You know, I'm so close. Keep in mind that in this pack, when you're playing with it, you are going to be doing a hell of a lot of different mining processes. You're going to be mining all sorts of ores that you're never used to. You're going to be finding ores in places that you're not necessarily used to finding. One of the nice things, though, is ores do have a chance to spawn in veins. So if you find a big old vein, you can actually come out pretty good indeed. So you're basically, your goal is to kind of hunt around till you find one of these mythical veins, and then try and harvest it for all it's worth. So I'm going to go ahead and finish processing these. Shouldn't take me too long, and then once we're done with that, we'll pick up there. All right, so now that we have gotten all of our different materials processed, we can start making our first big technological jump. Now, if you remember earlier when I was talking, I said that it does change a lot of things. You know, normally in Minecraft, you're going for a pulverizer, or maybe a macerator, or maybe a smeltery, or any of those options. Well, with Gregtech, the first real technological jump, so to speak, is going to be the bronze-plated blast furnace. And that's going to be your first really big setup. And the problem with the bronze plated blast furnace is you need a ridiculous amount of bronze. And when you first get in, a lot of us have gotten used to making, bronze in certain different ways. And the recipe may have changed slightly based on what you're used to. So as soon as we all hopefully sleep, for the love of God, sleep, people. There we go. God, I'm gonna have to beat Poe with like a stick or something after this, just because he's taking so long. All right, so first off, we need to make some bronze. So if I recall, it is made, I think, like this. Okay, so it's gonna be the other way around then, maybe. Boom, boom, boom. It may be, I could have sworn it was bronze or copper and tin. Let me double check it real fast. It looks like we have, okay, so that's brass, that's zinc, and bronze. Yes, tin and copper. Isn't that what I just did? Am I screwing up somewhere? Did I not do that? I could have sworn I did that. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. All right, so we have this bronze dust. We're going to need a lot of bronze. So I'm going to go ahead and cycle all of that out. Unfortunately, apparently this stuff decided to go ahead and make miniaturized versions of itself, which kind of sucks. So we'll go ahead and make 10 dust back again. There we go. Thank God. All right, so now we have 33 bronze dust. Definitely need to get this all processed. We're going to put that in here, and we're going to let that start cooking. All right, so while that's doing that, we're going to start looking at what we're going to be trying to make. So remember I was mentioning the bronze-plated blast furnace. Well, to do that, we're going to need two things. First off is the bronze-plated blast furnace itself, which is this little thing right here. So we're going to need 4 furnaces. We're going to need a wrench, and then we're going to need some bronze plates. So the wrench, we're going to wait till that thing pops up. There we go. This one's fairly easy. You just need some material type surrounded by a different wrench. There's a bunch of different versions we can do. Let's find the one we've got the most ingots for. Definitely not. Wow, we have some bronze already done. They've been busy. Yeah. I think we're going to go with 10. Well, wait a minute. What is this stuff? Silver? We'll go with 10. We'll go with 10 just for now. We have a lot of 10. 10 seems to be at least fairly common for where we're at. And, you don't want to use a material type. Are you telling me I can't use 10 with this? Did I mess this up a little bit? Huh. Yeah, I'm thinking 10 maybe not be able to be used. Interesting. Let's do wrench real quick. If I can spell wrench, that is. There we go. So we can do deep iron, fluxed electrum, stainless steel, plutonium, titanium, iridium. Yeah, we're not going to have iridium for a long time. Cobalt and osmium. Cobalt. Was that cupcakeium? Oh, okay. Cupronickel. I was like, cupcakeium, dude. That sounds good, man. Sounds really good. Put some of that in my mouth. Black steel, HSLA, electrum. Good God. And you can see it kind of becomes difficult to figure out which ones you can use when you've got this many. So we just need to figure out which ore types that we have that it'll let us use. Damascus steel, wrought iron. A lot of these seem to be alloys. Things that are made with the combination of multiple different types. I'm really hoping I don't have to use my bronze. It may turn out we may have, yeah, there's brass, meteorite, nickel. There's nickel. I think we actually have some nickel. We can use gold, but gold's probably going to be pretty, let's look at gold. Gold's probably pretty shitty, right? Wow, actually it's not too bad. Huh. It's not too bad actually. Durability 6400. Oh wow. Adamantium obviously has some pretty high durability. That's ridiculous. Okay, so we can use iron if we want. That's 25,000. What's the gold one? Oh yeah. So we're definitely not using gold. So just like I thought, gold is a very delicate material, which makes sense. Makes sense. There's bronze. Let's see. Anything else that we've got? I know we can use silver. I'm just shocked that we can't use 10. That's so weird. Is that a force ingot? Are you telling me that can't be? Oh my God. There's no way that Gregtech allowed. I'm actually scared to look and see what he did to Darkcraft. That's actually horrifying because, I love Darkcraft. Darkcraft is amazingly powerful. And if he's castrated it, which I know he has, I mean, it's not even a question. It kind of makes me feel bad. I feel really bad for Gregtech or oh my God, my brain just died for, holy shit. Like I think it just had a stroke because I can't. Darkcraft, there we go. Good Lord. Okay, so we're gonna have to use the iron. I have the iron on me. We'll put it over here. Put you up on top. We just need 5. I'm gonna split that out. Put that right there. We'll just pull 12 out, pull 6 out, and there we go. That'll give us 5 because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, we need 6. Okay, sorry. All right, so we're gonna let that process for a bit. And you can see we're getting all these. Now, the other thing that we need to make other than just that, where is it? So other than just this, which really isn't that hard of a deal. I mean, furnaces plus, it's kind of interesting how the shapes change on them. What is the other block? Interesting. I don't know why that one's changed like that. Anyways, other than that one, we need the bronze-plated bricks, which are basically just bricks surrounded by bronze as well. Now, this is going to be a multi-block structure. So we're going to need 32 bronze-plated bricks and 1 bronze plated blast furnace. So this one right here makes 1. So we need 32 times 6, okay? So that's what, 6, that's 2, 18, 19, 196 just for this, okay? That's 196 bronze plates, okay? And to get a bronze plate, we need this. That gives us 1. So that's 196 bronze plates. That's what, 400 bronze ingots to get there? Gives you kind of an idea of how much grinding. And that's just for the structure. To get to this one, we need 4 more. Thankfully, we just need 4 more. So we're gonna need about 400 bronze ingots if my math is right. And if it's wrong, I apologize. I may have screwed up and carried a 2 somewhere. So please be gentle in your rage on the forums. But I believe I've got it right. The other thing is we are going to need bricks. We are going to need a lot of bricks. Well, actually not as much. So thankfully clay is drastically easier to get. That one shouldn't be as big of a problem. I'm not really expecting us to have any issues with that. So let's just, for shits and giggles, see how much bronze we have. Remember I said we need about 400. We have 43 currently. Now the good news is we do have quite a bit of copper here. I believe I can grind this copper ore up over here in our little setup. Do we have any 10 ore left? Yes, we do. There's 10 there. And I don't think we have any more copper dust. I'm almost positive that we've burned all of the copper. Yeah. We do have some crushed copper ore there, silver ore, and I think that's it. There's some tin, so we're going to want that as well. So I'm going to basically have to smelt these 2 like I normally would. Put those in here. You guys can see there. They'll smelt like normal. Might as well put you up there. And then this right here we're going to put inside this machine, which you guys probably remember from my Modpack series. So I'm going to go ahead and process all of this ores, or all of these ores, all of this ores, them there ores. Talking all Texan-like here. I'm gonna go ahead and process all of this stuff. We'll get it sorted, and then once we get it caught up, I'll show you guys the production of the actual blast furnace itself, and then we'll start working on the electronic age, where we're going to actually start working on making power. Also, a lot of you guys that have been following me for a long time know that we have frequently talked about the book series by Hugh Halley called Wool. It's and most of you guys aren't going to give a shit about this, but in the Wool series, there is a silo, and basically humanity retreats to this silo, and they all live in a silo. And basically the demarcation of this is on the bottom, and this thing's like 100 floors, 200, actually I think it's more like 400 floors, but at the bottom you have the engineering section, which is, you know, where the power is produced, where processing is done, all of that stuff. In the middle is where all the agriculture is. That's where the plants are grown, the animals, et cetera, et cetera. And then on the top floor is basically like computers, the rich people, basically, you know, however you want to look at it, but the bureaucrats and like the sorting system for us. So we're going to try and stick with that. Cyrus is going to try and make my mental image that I'm seeing in my head come out. This should be interesting because unfortunately you're going to actually see Cyrus try and get into the mind of a Texan. So it may hurt her a little bit. She may not be able to handle it. We'll have to see how it all turns out. But she's going to try and get that made for us. We'll see how it goes. We're going to try and stay true to it. I don't know how true we'll get, but it'll be an interesting experience. So, and the end goal of this series is obviously to get to the moon and beyond. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So hopefully you guys are as excited about this as I am. I will have you know I will not be quitting this series on a lark. We will be continuing on. Expect a nice long series. And I'm not going to let Gregtech beat us, or at least me. It might be y'all, but it's not going to be me. So anyways, guys, if you like this video and you're excited about this series, please show me some love by slapping that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.